Hi guys, welcome to the Client's Corner. This is Tahira, and today I'm joined by a very seasoned woman entrepreneur, very special from the Caribbean, and we are very happy to welcome her. Hi Lindsay, welcome to the Client's Corner.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
Being in a developing country and being a woman entrepreneur, how has been your experience?
That's a great question. So, first of all, yes, being in a developing country alone has its challenges. You have to work within such restricted, I guess, parameters, and then obviously being a woman gives you even more parameters. You have to overcome a lot of, I guess, biases that people have, especially with tech and business and stuff, where a lot of times, I guess, women kind of take the back seat or not necessarily front facing.
When did this journey of entrepreneurship start for you?
Well, I guess would have been we started off in a rideshare actually a few years before we started the food delivery business, and we just felt that there was space in the market for a product or service like this for rideshare. So that was the first, and then obviously this is we then developed into our food delivery market, which has been our main focus.
What was your inspiration behind getting into entrepreneurship?
Well, so I graduated up with my master's and went and worked, in a company and everything like normal and in the corporate, in the public sector. And after working there for a few years, obviously, um, I thought that okay, I think there's a great idea here, and obviously I had a great team and still have a great team, and they were really instrumental because obviously I was still working in my job, and getting the team together. They really accomplished a lot of the groundwork and everything, and just seeing your product grow from there is really exciting.
Wow, so it was a side hustle.
Yeah, essentially. That
Okay.
has completely obviously taken over my time and my efforts now.
What were the initial challenges? Like, was arranging funds difficult, or was getting the idea to its execution difficult?
Probably getting obviously the first restaurants and first clients on board is probably most challenging because obviously you have this amazing product, you can have the best technology and stuff, but if you don't have the restaurants and the merchants on your platform, then there's nothing for customers to order, which is a huge which is it makes it pointless. So I think the first challenge as a woman and in this space also is getting your first clients, getting people to trust you, getting people to trust you with their brand. And we have some pretty big brands, international brands in our service, and that was the first challenge, getting them to believe that okay, we can provide you with this service and we will be a great partner to have. We will fulfill obviously the customer needs, and we will be able to meet you. A lot of these brands are big, they already have sales in the millions and whatever else, so we're a component of just one channel through which they will be selling.
Like, once you decided that, okay, you're going to go with this idea, then you must have started looking for technology. So, where did we guys
Yes.
come into the picture, and how have we been helpful?
Right. So I also am a a huge believer in getting to market quickly and finding product market fit relatively quickly. Because as you know, funding and all these things, they dry up eventually. You have to be able to produce income. You have to be able to produce profit and stuff in order to be successful. And the only way to do that is to get your product into the market.
Right.
So obviously, when we first had the idea and the concept, we looked around at the different technologies and the different options. So obviously, build it yourself, which was going to take time and a lot of money to be able to do that. I guess from again having the rideshare experience, we know that it's not just a front customer facing app. You have to build a whole back end for drivers too, especially for the operations and logistics end of it. So we knew, okay, this is going to be difficult to overcome. So we looked around, we spoke to a couple of different companies, and you guys are honestly, what really impressed me was the toucan on the back end, knowing that that is still a very powerful tool, and seeing it's what it was capable of really convinced me that this was a great product. Obviously, Yellow is the main customer focused, and for our restaurants, the main part and merchants, that's what they use. So we needed to make sure that it was first of all, very customer friendly, very easy to use, because as a developing region, this was a brand new product, a brand new service. We know it needed to be easy, or people were going to either be very slow to adapt it or not adapt it at all, because they would think it's too much of a learning curve. So when we first tried out Yellow and stuff, it did the basics very well, which is what we needed, and we always knew that, and we always had these discussions with you guys also, that you're capable of growing and developing different things as we need them.
Who was that one initial person who believed in you?
Oh wow. I get you would. I think I wouldn't say one person, but I think the entire team that started, this company. It's about 4 of us, and I think we all really believed in each other and believed in the product and the service, and that really helped push us through. Obviously, the beginning of, oh, will this work? Will this not work? And into COVID, where we were like, wow, this is still so unsure. Everything is shutting down. And pushed us past all of that doubt and into obviously where we are now. So I think the four of us who kind of like came up with the idea, came up with the different ways to start it and stuff, are probably the ones that really pushed each other to get to where we are today.
So my last question to you, Lindsay, like, how conducive is the environment in Caribbean to women entrepreneurship, and what would you like? How would you like it to be for the government to do to support and promote women entrepreneurship?
Great question. I think the first step, obviously, in a lot of these things is education. I think, especially in the tech sector, they need to push way more, I guess, specialized technology education at during high school, during your schooling days. We're very still based on very set education parameters here. So I think helping kids see that there's other jobs outside of being a doctor, outside of being a lawyer, and these kind of things, that you would have more kids interested in the tech sector and entrepreneurship and stuff, if they could see that oh wow, there are other jobs, there are other opportunities and stuff outside, but they would need to be, you need to see that firsthand. We need way more innovation, especially in the Caribbean. We are not a high income earning part of the world at all, compared to a lot of people. So, and I think a lot of that is a lack of innovation. So I think we need to probably refocus on, and technology is a huge area, I think, that we could we can have some success in, but the governments and all the different policies and regulations will need to promote those specific areas, especially for the youth and your younger generations and stuff. They should probably refocus on those things.
Sure, and you have set up a great example, Lindsay, and many others will follow your lead in the Caribbean. At least we hope so, that many people will be inspired by you. So thank you so much for joining us today and taking a time for the Client's Corner. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same. Thank you so much for the opportunity.